Hey, folks.
All right, these are my favorite types of games. They're very similar in terms of style, and it's not just about running the floor. It's about defensive intensity, too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so often, these battles between fast-paced teams all outside, that's exactly the kind of defense they got to be playing on.
Here's Hamby. Doesn't get it to drop for that time from Neko Gumake. Here's Thomas. Good, and Dierica.
5 misses to start their game. Rough start, but they're still looking for their first basket.
And on the defensive end of the floor, Jasmine Thomas. Thomas outside. Yes, and a nice assist. Outside Lloyd. Out to Nurse. Whitcomb, she's covered by Thomas. On the wing, Sammy Whitcomb. Outside Lloyd. Shot clock at 3. It's good from long. Thomas down low. Covered by Lloyd. Ogumake outside. Brown inside. She's against Russell. They get it again. Ogumake. And
Ogumake consistently beats opponents to the ball.
here's Whitcomb. Offensive board. Fades. Pass to Russell. Whitcomb goes back up. And she takes it.
As a playmaker.
Watch this, watch this.
Brown, covered by Lloyd. Take. Down it.
Clouden. Jordan, Canada.
Off to a good start as she Whitcomb covering. Charity stripe shot. Here's Ogumake. And she finishes nicely. Here's Lloyd. Got it. She's now 3 for 5.
As she was there.
Now here is Lloyd. Inside. McNagor. That one drops for her. Outside Canada. Pass to Stevens. Samuelson. Over to the wing. Right wing. 18 feet away, and she knocks it down.
Of the mid-range J.
Now here's Nurse. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And out of bounds, the Sparks will take it. And here. It's a 5-point game. Down low. And the basket by Hamby.
Never a bad idea to get
Storm with possession. To the middle. And stolen by Azare Stevens. To the paint. And the basket by Hamby.
but also their movement off the ball, it's created those opportunities.
Now here's Whitcomb. Russell. Soft touch off the glass. Lauren Canada drives in. It's good for her second make. Now Clouden. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Hamby. Second chance shot. And it's good on the way-in.
Level here in the early going. And if you don't, oh well, because I like it. You know, they're just making things happen.
Kept alive. Second shot opportunity. And the layup by Misaman.
Back to
the left wing. Here's Samuelson, defended by Nurse.
and the screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
Hits it and gets hacked. That's a three-point. It's Kia Nurse on the wing. Puts up a three. Drains the three-pointer.
And everyone knows that.
Now here is Stevens. Misaman covering. Pass to Collier. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Pass to Cazorla. Now Collier. Solid play on the low block, and that. Here's Nurse. That's in. She's got two made now, and she's. And the Storm miss again. And the Sparks with possession here. And that one's good, Thomas.
Thomas's ability to finish poses a lot of problems for defenders.
Count it.
Some defensive range.
And giving up these high percentage shot attempts, it's not going to get it done. They need to figure it out.
Nice! 4 for 7 from the floor with Ogumake outside. Pass to Thomas. 6 to shoot. Yes, and it's Janae Ogumake picking up
The assertive attitude of Jasmine Thomas there. That's what prepares her to shoot as soon as the pass gets to her.
bucket is good.
She chances at the line and gets some easy buckets. She followed up a nice defensive effort on that possession with an equally good rebound.
Lloyd with the bucket.
There, Chris.
10 points off of an assist. That's impressive.
Thomas nails the baby hook.
Would look easy at times.
Now here's Collier. She's got 8. Up and in on the layup.
Not much resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now here's Brown. Here's Stevens. That one's in. The first basket of the game. The rebound. Misaman outside. And that one's good. Nurse right side. The shot is good, and so is her shooting tonight. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too. That lead up.
Yeah, and that's the key right there. Consistency. They'll stay in control of this game if they stick with the game plan and don't waste possession.
Absolutely.
And the basket by Clouden.
As a guard, this is part of Canada.
Outside Whitcomb. Nurse outside. Fires the 3. Cans it from downtown.
We've one pick in the 2021 draft. There is a lot of hype around Charlie Collier, and there's a lot to like. An incredible talent.
Rebound by the Sparks.
Those chances, usually they're 2 points from the D, I guess, is just enough to bother her.
Pass to Clouden. That one's all good. She's now reformed now. It's a 5-point game. To the inside. Quigley. And the shot goes down.
Whoa.
So it's the Sparks now. Trailing by 5. And Erica Hamby earned her first All-Star nod during this.
Average double figures until year 5. But every season she's improved her game, becoming a champ with Las Vegas in 2022.
Chalk up 2 right there.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebounding stats for both teams are almost identical.
Yeah, they've battled to a standstill on the boards, but
Attack, and you love having her run your offense.
On the wing, Allie Quigley. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lets it go from 11. Again, Seattle.
with the sound titles in her first few years in the WNBA. So you know she's a winning guard.
Here's Magbagor, and there's the bucket, staying with
In the league from converting in close.
Over to the left wing, the three from Jasmine Thomas. It's in, and good for her sixth.
Foods positivity. Thomas draws strong reviews from past and present coaches, and a lot of them talk about her impeccable scoring acumen like we're seeing right now.
They continue to...
Only has 2 to spare the rest of the way. That's not ideal.
And it's good. 2 points. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Quigley, she's covered by Brown. Nurse, right side. The tray. It's good. And with that basket, she is now...
Butter, but she shows great poise in finding the wide open shooter.
Pass to Ogumake. And yep, it's good. Offense into the second half now. Here's Ogumake. Another one falls for the Sparks.
One of the most...
Good D by De'Erica Hamby. Here's Thomas. Good, and De'Erica Hamby gets the assist.
Not to have come up totally empty.
Nurse outside. Launches a three. It is good, and it is her sixth make against. And it's the Storm with the ball. They lead by one. Out to the wing. Takes the three. And the Storm, another three.
They might have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Lexi Brown on the wing. And she sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way.
A bang. And since then, she hasn't really taken her foot off the gas.
Back to Quigley. Over Brown. And the Storm tack on two more. Class, but it's no good. Pass to Magbegor. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly.
There's so much credit for working hard on her foul shooting. She was in the 60s her first few years in the league. Now she hovers around the 80s.
Cazorla, that's good.
The best of games from the floor, but it hasn't seemed to hurt them.
Pass to Stevens. Plowden. And here's Thomas. And the three ball is good.
As long as they have ourselves an exciting finish.
Well, it took them a while, but they're getting hot from outside just at the right time.
Good on the bucket.
3 consecutive.
Still a tough play to finish off.
Now Quigley. Here's Cazorla, guarded by Canada. Back to Quigley. From the arc. Offensive rebound. Magbegor. It's in, and she's a very fleeting. Whitcomb, guarded by Canada. Nurse outside. Lets the three fly. Drills it from outside.
And you can see her confidence in the ball thus far.
Here's Misaman. Here's Nurse. With the second effort, and the layup is good.
What desire from Nurse.
Evans with it. Here's Samuelson. 6 points for her. Pass to Canada. Now here is Stevens. Guarded by Russell. That one goes. Count it.
You can.
Now here's Quigley. She's guarded closely. Nurse lays it up and banks it in.
Another bucket.
Now here's Brown. Defense right on her. Hamby. And she converts the layup. What a feat. Now here is Canada. Pass to Hamby. Ogumake outside. Now here is Canada. 6 on the shot clock. And the basket by Hamby. On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. And she gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
You don't see too many.
And Emma Misaman with the block.
Altering and rejecting shots is what Misaman excels at. She just has great time.
Where they wanted to get that ball.
Pass to Ogumake. Ogumake outside. Here's Brown. Shot clock at 5. Back to Hamby. Brown. And that one's good.
Showing she is more than
Deals.
Just so many options. Broadcast TV gets a few games. Then you got cable, streaming. Name a way to watch a game, and the WNBA has you covered.
And that diversity of how you show a game, it brings in different audiences.
And here is Cazorla. To the middle. Here's Magbegor. The layup missed.
Well, good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is. And we just saw it right there, didn't we? Without her presence, that's an easy 2 points.
And the basket by Hamby.
It's been size and skill, a true modern big.
Out to the wing. Back to Lloyd. Out to the right wing. Here's Cazorla. Here's Magbegor. Over Ogumake. A nice shot by Magbegor.
and then continue to control the...
And the Storm with possession. Lloyd, she's covered by Brown. Lloyd with the bucket.
A physical guard.
Here's Cazorla. She's covered by Thomas. Pass to Lloyd. And here is Cazorla. The three. It's that one to drop. That's one of her.
Nearly got a finger to that shot on the block attempt.
It was just as effective as a block. Made her completely change her release point and caused the miss.
Hamby grabs the miss. Down low, Ogumake, and that comes off the assist by Ogumake, right side. Pass to Thomas, takes the three, drills the three-pointer.
Gotta account.
Good defenders inside contesting shots.
Yeah, making every shot a tough shot.
Come back now.
Yeah, just too much work and not enough time.
And here's Jasmine Thomas for three. Sinks it! Oh, and that... Here's Brown. Buries it from outside.
Wow, it's
They can with the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and, just hope for some misses.
Yeah, but they have to extend the game and use every last second on that clock.
And she misses the first one. Boy, she really wanted that one to fall. And she ends up making the second. And that puts them up 5. The Sparks call timeout. Erica Hamby on the wing. Canada. Unloads. Misses. And so it's Seattle winning this one.
That's the
A
end of the
truly
game.
gutsy performance away from home.
It really was. This one was hanging in the balance late. They showed just what tough-minded squad they can be.
And that's a wrap, everyone.